Hi friends, and welcome to this video. We have so much to talk about. There's a lot of new makeup that I wanted to discuss with you. There's makeup that I want to show you. I wanted to share with you my thoughts, so feel free to join me in the comment section. I would love to know your thoughts, and this is going to be just a relaxing, chatty, get ready with me video. I want to show you some favorites, some new products, and yes, we're just going to catch up. You might hear a dog barking in the background. This is because I'm dog sitting at the moment. I don't have a dog, and I was just playing with her. She brings me so much joy. So I was saying I don't have a dog, but when I have the opportunity, I like to dog sit for friends because I can't afford to have a dog with my job. I tend to travel a lot, so I cannot, but I love dogs so much. And I take advantage to dog sit for my friends. Anyway, so I'm not going to be mentioning the products here mostly because I'm going to make sure to list everything that I use in the description box. I just am going to probably emphasize a few products. I've already done my skin prep, and maybe I'm going to actually take my hair back. There is so much new makeup and I am very excited to talk about it. I actually wanted to show you a product that I only showed in a post. She wants attention. I wanted to show you a product that I've only shared with you. I believe I shared with you in a post, in a community section post. So Dior released two new powders. One is slightly luminous, the other one is a matte finish powder. I have been using them for a while now, and I wanted to show you probably the one that is more interesting to me, and this one was the Dior Forever Nude Radiant Filter, and this one is in 00. This is the luminous setting powder. It's quite unusual. This one is so incredibly firmly pressed that I can't possibly get a swatch, but if you start swatching it, rubbing your finger into the powder, the finger somehow becomes smoother. So I heard that this powder is quite nice on people who have dry skin. I personally like to use it before my foundation because this is the most lightweight powder that I have ever tried. It's basically like no powder, but I like to apply this one before foundation because I feel like it almost gives like a light filter to the face and makes the foundation last longer. I may be imagining, but that's how I feel. And Dior have the most beautiful holiday makeup collection. I was able to purchase 4 colors of the new lipsticks. Okay, so that's how I like to use it, and sometimes I would even use it on its own. The other powder that I have from Dior is in number 1 Fair, and this one is the mattifying powder. This is the matte filter, and this one is a little bit more dense. I personally like to use it just on top of my sunscreen because it does add a little bit of coverage. So this one is adding some coverage, whereas the luminescent powder, the radiant filter, it doesn't add any coverage. I like both of them. They are quite interesting. This one I personally use it only on top of my sunscreen. So I'm gonna move on to a favorite new product, and this one is from Giorgio Armani, the skin tint. I purchased so many skin tints, and I feel like this fall it has been the season of the skin tints, and I purchased a lot of them, but I would say that the Lancome and the Armani skin tints are probably going to be my favorites. I'm going to use this small amount and just rub it onto my skin. Don't like to use too much. I love using Armani's skin tint for everyday use, and actually I saw that Armani released a beautiful advent calendar. Last year I skipped the advent calendar. This year I might consider it. I also like the Lancome's advent calendar, and since I mentioned Dior makeup, they actually released the most beautiful holiday collection. I'm using the Chanel concealer. This one just arrived finally in the US, and I would recommend it. It actually has become my favorite concealer because it has high coverage, it doesn't crease, it doesn't settle into fine lines. I do have a review of this one. I compared this one to the Sublimage concealer as well. I lost my beauty blender. Okay, now here it is. And I actually reviewed this concealer and I put this one side by side to the Sublimage concealer. And all of the comments surprised me a lot because I showed you a side by side at the end of the day, and honestly, me in real life, I don't see any difference. I didn't see any difference between the Sublimage concealer and the Ultra Le Tan concealer. I think that on my skin, Ultra Le Tan performs a little bit better compared to Sublimage. Sublimage is definitely more moisturizing, but I was surprised by your reaction. It turns out that so many people are so faithful to the Sublimage concealer that most of the people said that the side with the Sublimage concealer looked better. I can't really say. I like to apply a little bit of concealer on the eyelids, you know. I can't really say, but I prefer this one over the Sublimage concealer. If I had to pick one to own, I would definitely go for the Ultra Le Tan concealer from Chanel. It's just, I find that it works better. And Chanel actually have also a color corrector from the Ultra Le Tan concealer. We've had this one in Europe for more than a month now, and it's just arriving in the US. I'm not going to try the color corrector because I don't really need it, but there are 2 shades available. So I just saw that it arrived in the US as well, and I would recommend it. I think that it's a beautiful creation from Chanel. But I saw that a lot of you guys are very, very faithful to the Sublimage concealer, and actually some of you even suggested that Chanel should make the Sublimage concealer in this kind of packaging. I think that is a brilliant idea. I hope that somebody from Chanel might supposedly watch the video and they might get an idea, because this is a brilliant idea. I imagine the Sublimage concealer instead of the jar packaging, instead of this packaging into this packaging. This is going to be such a brilliant idea. And of course we have to talk about Chanel's holiday collection. I think that is beautiful. It's quite colorful this year. It's quite unusual. There are also big size palettes. There are 2 beautiful blushes. I think that you've already seen this collection. It has been around in the US for a few weeks now, and people sharing the collection. In Europe, we don't have it. I have seen it already, but they don't have price, so they were not able to sell it to me. But I have seen the collection and I am very attracted, and I pre-ordered actually the blushes. They just don't have the price. So as soon as they have the price at my boutique, I'm going to get the blushes. I love the blushes. As for the limited edition eyeshadow palette, I believe it was Astral. Oh, I forgot the name, but it's a beautiful, like a blue and bluish purple color. There's Le Quatre Ombre limited edition, which has blue and bluish purple colors. I think that this one is going to be gorgeous on, just not on my skin tone and not on my coloring. So I am going to skip all of for the first time ever, I'm actually going to skip the whole eyeshadow collection from Chanel this year, just because it's not going to suit my coloring. I know that these are colors that I'm not going to use and they're not going to look good on me. Just because I have dark hair, pale skin, blue eyes, and this combination, the colors of Chanel's holiday collection, I am going to enjoy the blushes. I know I'm going to love them. As for the eyeshadows, I think that they're going to be more suitable for people with different skin tone and different coloring. On my colors, these are colors that are not going to be flattering. I really love this eyeshadow palette, by the way, from Dior. I'm going to be using this shade here. And Chanel also have 2 limited edition packaging of their Rouge Allure Velvet lipsticks, and one of them is Rouge V. I absolutely love this color. It's such a beautiful reddish color. Very sophisticated. I actually have it in a full size, and in a small travel size I have this color, and the other one is Abstract. Again, I have this color, and that's why I'm going to skip the lipsticks. But they're also going to have limited edition liquid lipsticks, so I might buy from these. I still haven't seen the colors because we didn't have them in our boutique, so I haven't seen the lipstick colors of Chanel, of the liquid lipsticks, but I think that there are going to be a couple of colors. And also there are going to be some gift sets. The gift sets have a beautiful bag. I absolutely love them. But I have all of the products. They are going to come with some of their iconic products, Chanel products, but I already have all of them. So again, I'm going to skip them. I might purchase actually one of the gift sets just because of the bag, because they are limited edition. They are beautiful. But this is going to be from Chanel. This year, I'm just going to be very reasonable with my Chanel orders, holiday orders. It just happens to be so. But I'm not going to be that reasonable with Dior, because I think that they created the most beautiful holiday collection. I'm going to be using one color from a YSL eyeshadow palette. So from the YSL, I'm going to be using this color here, which is my favorite. It's a topper shade, but it has a little bit more color. It's like this foiled, gorgeous brown shade, almost like a bronzy shade. It's gorgeous, absolutely stunning. And I love to use it as a topper, or even you can use it alone. It just adds pure light to the eyelids. It's so flattering. And this one is Over Brune. I already showed this one in a video. And something very strange is happening to the YSL holiday makeup collection. The limited edition holiday lipsticks just launched in the US, and they have been around in the US for actually probably a couple of weeks now. And the limited edition holiday palette launched in Europe. We don't have the lipsticks, we only have the holiday palette, and the US don't have the holiday palette, they only have the lipsticks. So I don't know what's happening. I purchased already the limited edition holiday eyeshadow palette from YSL, which is it's a dream come true for a neutral lover just like me. Let me go ahead and give you the color actually. And my order is actually supposed to arrive in like a few days. From YSL. So the limited edition eyeshadow palette is number 025 Golden Lust, and it has this absolutely stunning golden colors. I think that it's going to be a little bit more neutral compared to this one that I'm using right now, Over Brune, but I can't wait to try the holiday palette. I hope it's going to be available in the US as well soon. And I hope that soon we are going to get also the limited edition lipsticks, because I really want them. I think that this year, just YSL created, I need to use powder. So I'm going to be using again this powder, the luminescent powder from Dior, because it's like so invisible. It's lovely. I think that this year YSL are creating such beautiful makeup. And let's talk a little bit about the new fragrance, their Libre Vanille Couture. I have fallen in love with this fragrance. It came actually with another purchase. I have been buying a lot of lipsticks lately, just permanent collection lipsticks and lip liners, and I have been enjoying buying makeup fragrances. And this one came with one of my purchases. So this is the Libre Vanille Couture. You guys, this is so amazing. This is so incredibly beautiful. Let me go ahead and spray this one here. I think that this might be the best Libre fragrance ever, because it has the lavender, it has white flowers, and this absolutely gorgeous, expensive vanilla. But it's not too much, you know, the vanilla is, I wouldn't call it gourmand here, which makes it quite interesting. It develops beautifully. It's a beast mode fragrance, because just a couple of sprays, they last me a long time. So I think that this is going to be a limited edition. The bottle is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to pop a photo here, and it matches also the holiday eyeshadow palette, the packaging of the holiday eyeshadow palette. I'm going to show you everything once it arrives, but I have to buy this perfume. It's so beautiful. It's just incredibly creamy, gorgeous, floral, sophisticated, elegant, and I think that this might be actually the most beautiful. The most beautiful Libre perfume. I think that my favorite version of Libre until now was Flowers and Flames. And now this one, I think I might like this one even a little bit better. So the main difference between Flowers and Flames is that in Flowers and Flames, I could feel a little bit more the lavender. It's a little bit more fresh, and it has coconut, lavender, orange blossom, vanilla. But Flowers and Flames emphasizes more on the lavender and the coconut. So it's more fresh and creamy. Whereas Libre Couture, Vanille Couture, is more luxuriously seductive, if that makes sense. So this is definitely luxurious, seductive, but in a very elegant way. The vanilla here, oh my god, this is my favorite vanilla fragrance. This is it's just a dream come true. Bravo, YSL, you created such a gorgeous perfume. And I need a bottle of this one. I'm actually going to buy it now when I finish the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my eyes. And we're moving on to Dior. You guys, I finally was able to buy the limited edition lipsticks from Dior. So I purchased 4 colors of the new Dior sequin lipsticks. And I can't wait to try them. So I purchased Pink Ribbon, what was it? I purchased the 2 pink colors, the iconic nude color and also Illusionist, which is like a taupey brown shade. We're going to see how they work on me. I really love these lipsticks and I think that this might be my favorite holiday release, along with the YSL eyeshadow palette, which I can't wait. My order is in delay, so I can't wait to try the YSL holiday eyeshadow palette. I hope that soon it's going to arrive in the USA as well, so that you can try it. I think it's so beautiful. I couldn't be happier that I was able to get my hands on these lipsticks, because I've used last year's lipsticks like all year round. Last year I even purchased a backup from the nude color. It's actually right here in front of me. So these were the last year's Dior lipsticks. And I really like that now they added a new twist and they added also a lip gloss, because a lot of people were complaining that these are drying on the lips. I'm going to show you my technique once my lipsticks arrive. I'm going to show you my technique on how they are going to look beautiful, because I've heard some people complaining that these emphasize dryness on the lips and they emphasize lines on the lips. Well, you have to actually prep your lips, but not too much, not overdo it. But I think that this is the most beautiful release for the holiday season, along with the YSL eyeshadow palette, which I'm expecting. I'm hoping that I'm going to like it, and it's going to be just as beautiful in real life as it is on the promo photos. But Dior's collection is a dream come true. It's so beautiful. And also the gift boxes of Dior this year, I think they're chef's kiss. They are stunning. And now I have to say that I am in doubt about the Face and Eye palette. Just because it's going to be in delay here, I actually called my retailers for the Face and Eye palette, because it's kind of a tradition for me to get this palette. But it turns out that it's going to arrive here at my retailer a little bit later. And I'm not sure if I'm actually going to want to have it, because they're making me wait for such a long time. I actually love the limited edition eye palette with the neutrals. This one is the one that grabbed my attention this year. I think that I'm going to get this one. I also love the purple eyeshadow palette. I think that this is the one that I'm going to get. And I know that I'm going to be using it a lot, but this year I think I'm going to get also the eye palette. What really gets me excited from Dior's collection are the limited edition backstage blushes, because they have a pink and a mauvey color, and they have a more intense color. So the pink and the mauvey color are actually going to have some shine. So they are not going to have the traditional Dior formula, but they are going to be illuminating. And I already pre-ordered the mauvey blush, so I'm not sure when it's going to arrive. I'm currently not in Milan, guys, so that's why I'm getting my orders a little bit later. I do not share my exact location because I'm based in Europe. And full honesty and full disclaimer here, I had in the past unpleasant situations when people went to my local Sephora in Milan to actually ask for my address. And back then, Nick and I decided that we were going to change address because a few people, one male including, went ahead to ask for my address at my Sephora store. And this one was very unpleasant situation because I don't know, asking for your address, home address, that's a little bit scary. And that's why, since I'm based in Europe, I don't share my exact location anymore. So anyways, I'm very excited for the Dior Backstage blushes. These look absolutely stunning. I purchased the Mauve shade, and I think that the Mauve shade might be similar to the YSL Nude Lavalier, the number 44 blush, which I have it, and I'm going to compare it. I also have the Dior Rosewood blush, which might be similar as well. So we are going to compare those if my order arrives anytime soon before everything is sold out in other places, because I do have a lot of work now. I just used the Gucci mascara and now I'm going to use the other Gucci mascara on top, just because I love to use two different mascaras to make my lashes pop a little bit more. I am never good at applying mascara when I film a video because for some reason I'm not in the most comfortable position and I never get my mascara quite nicely, but we're gonna try now. Another product that I'm excited about from Dior's collection is actually their lipstick, their pearlescent white lipstick, because it's almost like snowflakes. I am going to try and use this one as a lip topper and on its own. I just love this kind of lipsticks, and I actually have a lip gloss from Sisley that has a similar effect. Let me go ahead and finish off my lashes and I'm going to show you. Okay friends, so this is the YSL blush that I was talking about. This is number 44, and I think that the Dior blush might be similar to this one somehow because this one has a beautiful sheen to it. It's a gorgeous color. When applied lightly especially, it just gives this very beautiful ethereal look. It's the iconic nude color from YSL, which looks actually quite pink. I think that this one is going to be more pink compared to Dior. That's why it's good actually to compare them, to have them in hand and compare them. But this one has such a beautiful sheen, and I think that the Dior blushes are going to have the same sheen. As for the lipstick that I wanted, the white pearlescent one, I think it's going to be to Sisley. This one is the lip gloss from Sisley, which I love to use as a topper or even on its own. It's just like snowflakes on the lips. Let me go ahead and actually, if I can give you a closer look at the lip gloss. This one is just so incredibly beautiful. I'm actually going to show you on my lips. So there we have it. I think that it's not that impressive on camera as it is in real life. I might actually skip this lipstick from Dior, you know what, because I already have this one. So I have to stop somewhere. This one is actually quite new from Sisley, and it's one color that I keep repurchasing. So it's a good thing that I tried it now, because I think I'm going to skip the Dior lipstick. It's going to have the same effect basically, and this one is just so nice and moisturizing. So okay, it's decided. I'm going to skip this color. Okay, so I'm applying just a small amount of foundation. I showed you this trick in my last Chanel Makeup Masterclass video because it helps the lip liner to look better. I purchased a few lip liners lately, and my favorite is from Dior, and this is 319 Beige Tulle. I want to show you how it looks right here. It's the most beautiful beige color. I really love it. Let's go ahead and apply this one. And since I purchased this one, I have been using it non-stop. I love the shade. And this one actually comes with a little sharpener, which is a huge benefit if you ask me. Okay, so this is what the lip liner looks like. I love this lip liner so much. It's so beautiful, so flattering. Here is on my hand and on my lips. I think that camera doesn't do justice to this lip liner. I'm going to use one of the most beautiful autumnal colors from Dior, and this one is, what was the name? I believe it's Rose Rose, but let me see, because these are refillable and I have quite a lot of these Dior lipsticks. This one is, let me see the color, because I don't want to mislead you, because these are refillable and I do have a lot of Dior lipsticks. I really like them. Even though they have a fragrance, they're still my favorite. So this is 429 Velvet. 429 Velvet, and this one is gorgeous. And if you have a little bit deeper skin tone than mine, look at this. It's just such a beautiful, like a muted pink color, almost like a rosewood color. It's absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to apply this one lightly. Just going to apply this one lightly because the color is quite intense for me, and sometimes I actually mix this color with beige couture, which is quite pale beige color. It's a very pale nude color. Let me go ahead and show you. So this one here is beige couture. It's really pale on its own, but I like to mix it with deeper colors to make my custom shade. Taking a little bit of the lipstick and applying it with the brush. I'm going to blot and reapply because I want this to be very long lasting. And also a small amount of beige couture, just to make the color my own, kind of. And I have been loving this combination. I love this lip color, and I even think that the camera doesn't do justice to this beautiful lip color. Now for blush, I'm not sure what I want to use. I have these blushes from Sisley. I have all three of them. I really love them, but I think that this one is which one? This one is the Coral. I'm not really sure if I should use a Sisley blush or a YSL, and I think I'm gonna go for YSL. Let's see. I think that this one is going to be the best one from YSL, and this is, I believe it was Rose Haze. I'm not really sure, but it's 06. They don't say the names here, they only say the number. I love the YSL blushes. I have, I believe, 6 of them, and I do have a review in case you're interested. So I'm going to apply high up here, and while I'm applying the blush, have you seen the Lisa Eldridge holiday collection? There are some lip products that I love. She launched some limited edition lip glosses and lipsticks, and since I'm buying so many lipsticks, I couldn't wait. I had to buy, I purchased one gloss because the set of glosses is sold out already in Europe. I think that it sold out in like 24 hours. But I purchased one of the glosses in Kensington. Let me go ahead and see. I have my order here, so let me go ahead and see what I purchased. So the lip gloss that I purchased is in Kensington Plum, and it's such a gorgeous color. I know I'm going to be using it a lot. It's the most beautiful gloss that I have seen. And then she also has 2 limited edition lip colors. One is going to be in, what was the color? It's Scarlet Sequin, and it has little shimmery particles. And then the other one that I purchased is the Dreamy Damask. Such a gorgeous rosy shade. It's like a rose color, a nude rose color. Very, very beautiful. I really loved it, and I had to have it. I had to purchase it right away. So I'm gonna keep on with the blush a little bit more. YSL should make the same, I think, setting powder, because these blushes, the matte ones, they have the incredible ability to blur any kind of texture, pores, and imperfections on the skin. So I would highly recommend them to anyone who wants to hide texture, imperfections. And we're moving on to highlighter. For highlight, I'm going to be using the YSL highlighter. This one is lovely for people who have fair skin tone like mine. And somehow, now as the weather gets colder, I kind of want to use it because it's almost gives me Snow White vibes. I like this one a lot. As I let my hair down, I think I can use a little bit more blush because my hair is just quite dark, and when I let my hair down, somehow my face gets a little bit more contrast and becomes even paler. So I might actually use, let's see, let's use a little bit of Nocturnal Nude. This is a color that a lot of you have been asking me to use in a video. This is the YSL Nocturnal Nude, and I usually was not using this one in the summer months, but now in the winter, kind of gives a nice sunburned, sun-kissed look. So I'm going to use a little bit right here, almost like somewhere in the middle between a bronzer and a blush. And this one has slightly luminous finish. If you're interested, I have a whole review of these blushes. I think this is going to be it. Okay friends, now the last product that I wanted to comment was the new Hermes collection. They have two beautiful lipsticks. I want the pink one, the one that is like not the pink one but a fuchsia color. I'm going to pop a photo here. So this one I'm purchasing for sure once it arrives here. And then they are going to have a limited edition blush palette which has a little bit of brown, a little bit of red. This one is quite an exquisite piece. I think that I want to have this one, and this is the finished look. Now as for the face, I have to say that it lasts really well because I have been using this makeup routine on the face, like foundation powder routine. I have been using it for the past more than a week, actually around 10 days, and it's absolutely flawless from morning until evening. It works really nice. It might be because of the Dior powder, I think, and this sandwich that I'm making, probably with the powder and then the tinted moisturizer and then the powder on top. It just, everything looks very flawless, very weightless, but at the same time it lasts quite a long time. And yes, that was all for today's video. Don't forget to let me know if you've tried any of the new products that I just mentioned. I know that in the US you already have everything. You're quite spoiled, I have to say. In Europe we usually wait for longer to get new releases, but anyways, we usually get the fragrances fast, so you know, there is a kind of balance. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, bye!